So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, from both of the sides.
Crawford, how good is Crawford?
Crawford is amazing, not just good, he's amazing.
Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient.
Bivol shared his thoughts on the big fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, and he thinks Crawford will win. In a recent interview, Bivol said that even though Canelo is strong and experienced, Crawford is smarter. In the ring, more accurate, and can adjust better during a fight. Bivol praised how Crawford can change his fighting style easily and slowly wear down his opponents. He said that even someone as good as Canelo would struggle with that. Bivol, who once beat Canelo himself, believes Crawford's speed and skills might be the key to beating the Mexican star.
Do you give the blueprint to Terence to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Just need to do his job, what he's doing well. He's changing his stance, he's moving a lot, he's keeping distance. Like this he could win, of course, not with changing punches with him.
Who do you think has more power out of the two?
Canelo, of course, he got used to this weight class more than Crawford. He need to get used to this power, even he's big.
So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, from both of the sides. And Canelo, of course, will try to find some hard punch.
Bivol recently admitted that he hasn't actually met Terence Crawford and doesn't know exactly how big he is. "I don't remember the size of Terence Crawford," he said. But that hasn't stopped him from being a fan of the pound-for-pound star. Bivol said Crawford has really good skills and that his move to a higher weight class is clearly not a joke. He even called Crawford one of my favorite fighters and praised how smart and adaptable he is in the ring. According to Bivol, Crawford has what it takes to win this fight.
To be honest, I didn't see, Crawford in real life. I don't know how big he is. But the size, when I came to boxing gym and my coach told me that one of the rules, it's like respect the weight classes, You should respect weight classes. But he has a very good skill. He's one of my favorite fighters, active fighters.
The adult, a well-known boxing commentator, has changed his opinion on the upcoming fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. At first, he doubted Crawford could win because of the big difference in their weight. But now, he believes Crawford has a real chance. In a recent video, Showbiz pointed out that Canelo struggles when he's forced to move backward, something Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Dmitry Bivol used to beat him. Showbiz said Crawford could take advantage of this by using a strong body jab to Canelo's midsection. This could mess up Canelo's defense and stop him from moving forward. By using smart footwork and well-placed jabs, Crawford might be able to control the fight's pace and distance, and maybe
Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Nello because Nello is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168.
That Terence Crawford's ability to adapt and think smart in the ring is one of his biggest strengths. He suggests that Crawford should keep some distance, use his skill to switch stances, and avoid getting into long, close fights with Canelo. Bivol also points out that Canelo often relaxes right after throwing powerful punches, and a quick, active fighter like Crawford could take advantage of that. He also warns that Crawford needs to get used to the power and pressure at the 168-pound weight class. According to Bivol, being mentally strong is just as important as being in good shape. A strong mindset can help Crawford stay calm and avoid getting tired or scared during the fight. Overall, Bivol says Crawford must be both physically and mentally ready to take on the tough challenge Canelo brings.
First reaction, of course, it was about size of Crawford. Is it okay for him to move up for 2 weight classes? Yeah, and he has very good skill. He able to win this fight, but there is a lot of but, and even not but. There is a lot of things, small things, which we don't know how he will deal with this. He need to get used to the power and pressure of 168. Maybe he will get used to it, and how he will be feeling himself at the same day when he will fighting, how his training camp will go on, a lot of things. But he's able. He has good skills. He's awkward. He can use 2 boxing stance. It gives him benefits, of course.
Champion Anthony Joshua also shared his thoughts on the fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. He admitted that Canelo has a clear size advantage, but said that what really matters is the fighter's hunger and motivation. Joshua explained, if Crawford is motivated and focused, and if he trains the right way, he could still surprise people. He believes that Crawford's determination and hard work could help him beat a bigger opponent. Joshua's view highlights how, in boxing, strong will and mental toughness can sometimes be more important than size.
Time check this, it is 7:36 in the morning. Delighted to be joined by Anthony Joshua. We've just witnessed Canelo Alvarez become, for the second time, undisputed champion. Your thoughts on the fight with William Skull?
I think it was a good fight. Made it a bit tricky for Canelo to showcase everything that he has in his arsenal, but he got the job done at the end of the day. Didn't take much punishment and can look forward to having that fight with Crawford now, you know, and a 2-time undisputed champion, you know. They don't give them titles out. He's earned it, and credit to him and his team.
As you just said there, the fight for Crawford is now set for September. One of them fantasy fights, I suppose, we didn't really see us getting. We are getting it. There is a weight difference there, but yeah, it's on for September, Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the catch weight stuff, but I feel like there's no rehydration clause, is there? No, so that would be good. And then I feel like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. showed us that weight is good. Like, there are weight categories for a reason, but you know, providing they're both skilled and talented, there's not much difference in weight. It's just who wants to win. And watching that fight, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank just showcased that weight is sort of about that. You know, so I'm looking forward to the Crawford and Canelo fight because I feel like Bud wants to like prove a point. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight. He was just over there a second ago to be calling him Bud like I know him. But Terence Crawford was just over there, to be fair. So yeah.
Boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya shared a famous saying from the sport: "A good small man doesn't beat a good big man." While he respects Terence Crawford's skills, he believes Crawford is at a disadvantage. According to De La Hoya, size, power, and toughness usually decide the winner in boxing, and Canelo has all 3 in large amounts.
Canelo Alvarez fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We promoted that fight many years ago. Didn't knock him out, couldn't hurt him. So imagine if Jake Paul can hurt or even wobble Chavez Jr. It's something that Canelo didn't do or couldn't do. So Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., it's a real fight. You know, people keep talking about Jake Paul, well, he's not a real fighter, this and that. Well, he's fighting a real fighter now in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's going to be a good test for both guys. Obviously, Jake Paul, he's a masterclass promoter in what he does. He's been doing some great things. I mean, Mike Tyson, 60 million people, fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who, when he trains, when he gets in shape, when he's focused, he will be dangerous for anybody. Look, Canelo Alvarez fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We promoted that fight many years ago. Didn't knock him out, couldn't hurt him. So imagine if Jake Paul can hurt or even wobble Chavez Jr. It's something that Canelo didn't do or couldn't do. So there's a lot of stories to come out from this, a lot of great stories for Jake Paul. So I just feel honored and proud that we can team up with MVP Promotions, with Jake Paul, and we can make Zurdo Ramirez with Torticos the mandatory. That's going to be a bloodbath in itself. So
many boxing experts believe that Canelo's greater power and reach could be too much for Terence Crawford, especially since Crawford doesn't have much experience fighting in heavier weight classes. Analyst Sanchez points out that Crawford's speed and quick movements, which helped him in lighter divisions, might suffer as he adds weight to fight at 168 pounds. This could slow him down and make him an easier target for Canelo. Hard-hitting, aggressive style. Some critics also argue that even though Crawford is very skilled, Canelo's strength and toughness might be too much to handle. Canelo is known for taking punches well and landing powerful body shots. A big reason for his success at super middleweight. Interview 8, former world champion Amir Khan, who fought Canelo in 2016, gave a strong warning to Terence Crawford. Khan admitted that he didn't fully realize how much the weight difference would matter and called Canelo a beast in the ring. After experiencing Canelo's power firsthand, Khan said he now truly understands why weight classes exist.
Should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes and 21 pounds to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3. And then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago. Because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Lopez shared his honest opinion about the upcoming super middleweight fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. While he praised Crawford's top-level skills and ability to adapt, Lopez focused on the major challenge Crawford faces, the big difference in size and power. He pointed out that Crawford has never fought someone like Canelo, who brings not just strength, but also high fight IQ and experience, especially at 168 pounds. Lopez said that Crawford might do well early in the fight, but Canelo's ability to adjust and use his physical advantages could...
Canelo's a beast, man. Canelo's a beast. And you know, when it was offered to me, I tried to chase the Mayweather fight at that time, and it happened. And obviously, I was probably at my peak of my career there as well. So whoever I was going to fight, I was going to give him a hard fight regardless. Because we were probably winning that fight against Canelo until he knocked me out. But yeah, I was boxing well. But you know, one thing, sizes. Now I understand why they make weight divisions in boxing. Every weight division. But then again, look, bro, you would probably take it. I was offered like 10 million quid, bro. 10 million quid, bro. Look, end of the day, this is like... It's a lot of money, you know. I thought about it. What made me... When I got the deal on the table for 10 mil, I was like, should I take it or not? But then I worked it out. Normally I have to have 3 or 4 hard training camps and fights to make that kind of money. That's still one fight. So you rather do it in that one fight, you know what I mean?
Does Canelo beat Crawford?
Size, bro, remember, like, Crawford then is a big boy as well. Crawford's a big guy when it comes to weight. A box fight, yeah.
Who do you think?
I think Crawford, in my opinion, but size might matter. But then again, I think since when I fought Canelo's become a better boxer. He started boxing more better. You know what I mean? Technical more. Especially against the last fight against Mangui. He boxed really well as well. And he's looking really good. He's still, a lot of people might say, oh, he's getting old, this, that, another. But no, Canelo's still a beast.
Has also talked about Canelo Alvarez's punching power. He said that while Canelo is a strong and skilled fighter, his power isn't as scary as Artur Beterbieve's. Bivol explained that Beterbieve has some of the hardest punches in boxing, with real knockout strength. In comparison, Canelo's punches are strong and effective, but not as damaging. This shows how different top fighters in the light heavyweight division can be, each with their own style.
Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out until that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.